Hi, everyone, and welcome to Family Unbox with Lucy. It is a beautiful day to be alive, and I'm particularly very grateful that I'm gracing your screen at this time of the day. I want to talk to us as parents regarding what I will call the basic is enough. And I want to believe that we connect to this reality as we move on with this discussion. The basic that we have to offer our children, honestly, is enough. Whatever it is we bring to the table to raise them, it is what they have, and it is enough. What they need the most is the basic plus ourselves to be happy, to become who they need to become. Not the so many strives that we put out there to give them the big things that we want them to have, whereas they miss the love, the protection, and the nurturing that they expect of us as parents. Too many times as parents, we go out there, we strive, we push because we want to bring beautiful things to the table. We want to give our children all the things that they need. We want them to go to the best of schools. We want them to dress most beautifully. We want them to eat the best of food. We want them to have the best of vacations and all of those. Honestly, they are good. If you can afford it, it is fine. But if you're affording it at the expense of your presence with them, it isn't. If you're affording those beautiful things at the expense of them having your love, your support, you being there to be in a part of their everyday life, it is not worth it. There is a growth of abuse over children. It's worrisome. It breaks my heart, and I'm sure it breaks your heart or the heart of anybody who watches the things that people do against children. There are videos that are out there. When you see them, your heart just rents because those are not the things that should be done to anybody, not to an animal, let alone a human being, not to anybody. We don't treat people the way we see certain people treat babies, kids, all because the parents have to go out there and hustle and bring in livelihood for their kids. I am not in any way speaking from the place of privilege because I understand this route. It is a route I am still walking through. It is a route I've been in for years. I understand the route of trying to be a parent and wanting to give your family the best, your kids the best. I'm only saying it is not worth it if it's taking away you from them. It is not worth it if they can't have you to protect them. It's not worth it if you cannot be there to give them the love, the support that they need at the formation stage of their life so they can grow and become the kind of persons that they need to become. When they are grown, look, have your life and have it to the fullest. I am a believer of the fact that, look, we must live our life. I believe in living my life. I'm a parent, I'm an individual. I need to live my life. You need to live your life. Trust me, I believe that absolutely. I'm only saying at the stage where your children are kids, they are tender, they can't defend themselves. We should be there. Give them the basic. Keep the vacations aside. Keep the grandiose things that we want to give them aside and give them ourselves. Trust me, if you ask the kids, they actually want us. They want us. Whatever you bring on the table is fine. If you tell your child that this is what you have and this is what you can afford, they will understand. But the truth is, we're not ready to talk to them about it, and then we'll want to try and compete with probably some other kids around the neighborhood or the school, the church, whatever community it is that we find ourselves. But I'm here to let you know that kids do not need all of those. What they need is you and I. Our kids need you and I to be there, especially at the phase where they are just forming, where they're young, where they're trying to find their bearing, where they need the hugs and the support. When they're teenagers and they're grown and they can find themselves and defend themselves, trust me, by all means, go out there and live your life. I need us as parents to balance the terrain, to balance the responsibility of parenting and the responsibility of being us. At some phase of life, honestly, it is almost difficult to be you. You probably are living primarily for your children, especially if you're a single parent. But at another phase of your life, when those kids are grown and they are teenagers, they can defend themselves, they know the basic, you've taught them, they know when to say no and to walk away. Look, climb the mountains and conquer the world. I will cheer you up and the whole world will cheer you up. But before then, balance it. Maybe you should work more when they're in school and then you're home with them. Take schedules that will permit you to be there for them. If you have trusted family members, okay. But again, honestly, Most people that abuse these children are family members, they are friends, they are close associates. There are people you trust, because who will leave their child with someone they don't trust anyways? There are people or systems that we trust, right? This is not to put in fear in us. This is not to say we can't go out there and find a bearing. We must go out there and find a bearing, because if we don't, then the child will starve. We will be unhappy. Every parent wants to be able to take care of their children, at least to the basic. It is to that basic I'm calling us to the fact that the basic is enough. Whatever basic you have, it's enough. It's a bread and butter, it's enough. If it is water or wine, gratefully, it is enough. Whatever we can afford to take care of these children and be there in their life is enough. It is enough. I do not know where you are at. I don't know what you're battling with. Don't judge yourself. Don't kill yourself. Don't beat yourself about it. Talk to your kids. I talk to my 5-year-old, and amazingly she understands. Sometimes you tell me, oh, I didn't know that is what, and I say, yes, this is it. And she's like, okay, mom, I understand. So they understand if only we can talk to them and talk with them. I will encourage us as parents, this time of our life, to be particular about how we raise our children. It's so worrisome, the things that are happening out there. I wouldn't want your child or my child to fall into the hands of these molesters, the people that go out there and molest these children. It is sad, but what can we do? It's before us. The best we can do is protect them as much as we can and leave the rest right to God. He's the all-knowing, and He will know how to balance the rest for us. Honestly, you're doing a great job. My heart is pretty heavy regarding this issue. It's so painful that any human being, any adult, will pick a child and molest the child. It's very disheartening. What can we do? Is the reality before us. We can accept it and work a strategy to overcome it. And for me, the strategy is whatever I have suffices. The basic I have suffices. And I want to share this truth with you, that the basic you have suffices. Don't overdo it. Don't take extra shifts. Don't take extra job if it is going to cost you your time with your child. Take extras. Do all the extras if it is not costing you anything extra with your children. But if it is costing you anything extra, it's not worth it. This is Family Unboxed with Lucy. My heart is a little bit heavy regarding this issue. But again, it's family. We talk everything. We have to discuss everything, right? So yes, I love you. You're doing a great job as a parent, and we will overcome. We will pass through this phase strongly. Before long, the kids are grown, and then you're living your life. You're like, oh, they're gone already. How fast it is, right? So yes, let's just keep doing the work. Don't get depressed. Don't get down. Hold yourself up and keep trying, and know that the best will come very soon. This phase will be gone. I love you. Stay blessed. God bless you.